da. Usual. Let's. So, yesterday night, while I was using my computer, it unlocked blue screen with me. And the game audio is way too epic loud. To the degree that I actually had to reinstall Windows completely. Which sucked. But now, I feel confident-ish
You know, I always
that I
kind of
fixed
resented
my
Byron for being
problems.
so charming and charismatic. The dashing explorer. And one of the first companions, too. Being the voice of caution is not a fun role to play. Always having to be the responsible one, the killjoy. The one who says,
Be right back.
That's too much. But sometimes, it is too much.
It's not your fault, Al.
In this area, we have an especially weird problem. Something in one of the labs is going completely bananas, and I can't shut it down because I'm not, well, you. Come find me when you're ready. What is it with the language libraries and bananas?
Alright, so. Anyway, as I was saying, I think I fixed my technical issues, and this has never been a sign of hubris before when I've made this statement. No switch on the back. Oh, cool. That's cool. So it can be used to grab objects. Alright. This is going to confuse me, though. I know for a fact that vertical reasoning
If the language of creation is a kind of melody,
is
maybe
bad
that's why we
in my
respond to
brain.
music the way we do. Because we recognize something that can't be expressed in any other way. And when we play music, we participate in something ancient, in an act of creation.
Look, a statue. Is it Pandora? It Okay. Okay. Oh, I see. Ba-da, 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 ba. What? I swear that was green, though, right? Because we have a color switcher. The color switchers only do... Technically, I think it's an alternator. Alright, so we are still getting those jams. But they don't seem to be affecting the keyboard? Which indicates to me that I don't actually know what they were doing. And that they might be unrelated.
Come on, out with it. What's the problem?
I know you're very busy, but
What?
you need to pay more attention to what's happening. Everything's slowing down. People are losing track of the bigger picture.
They're still traumatized by New Alexandria.
It's more than that. When I organized the last expedition, I had real trouble finding volunteers. There's no enthusiasm for the outside world anymore. They want to look away from history, pretend there's no past and no future. I'm really worried, Athena.
Okay. I promise I'll look into it as soon as I'm done with this.
Oh. Flippity doo dah. Flippity yay. Alright. So that means I have a red and technically a blue available somewhere. So place underneath there. Connect there. There. And then grab this. Oh, there we go. There's my keyboard problems. I might need to stop playing this game at some point. Because it seems to be doing damage to my computer.
I've known Byron since day one. I was the first to be born with upgrades from the original Soma design, and he was the first to volunteer to upgrade his existing body.
Yeah, he was a big supporter of upgrades. Deliberate evolution, he called it.
Athena and Cornelius were very kind to me. And so was Byron, but he also made fun of me. And oddly enough, that made me feel more like an equal than anything the others said.
Actually, I want to test something. Yeah, so it gets shoved. Hmm. Yeah, I want to finish streaming this game. I want to know what the narrative twists they're building to are. I also just like solving puzzles. But, something about it doesn't seem to be working. So, that one to here, that one to there. So there's something in here. There we go. So how do I get up there? Oh, it's literally you just walk. Great. I can walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. There we go. Let's solve a puzzle. Nope,
The honest philosopher is rewarded with poison. The hypocrite is rewarded with power.
So my prediction is there's some kind of falling out that occurs between Miranda, Athena, and Cornelius. What the shit? Yeah, this isn't making me dizzy at all. Who has a weak stomach? Ah, fuck! Oh. Is that my golden door puzzle? No? Free south, from Miranda to Athena and Cornelius. Larger organisms from the northwestern plains are already moving into the rivers. I've seen frogs and dragonflies. The last generation of plants has really taken root, no pun intended, and it's slowly transforming the desert. And yesterday a bunch of seagulls showed up. With some work, we could apply this anywhere, including Mars or Mercury or somewhere much farther away. We could transform a lifeless rock into a place teeming with life. We can make millions of dead worlds come alive. Irrationality. From Enlightenment on the Precipice by V.A. Malik. Human beings are deeply inherently irrational, the claim goes, and on some level it's hard to disagree. Most human behaviors are irrational and, in a sense, unnecessary. As animals, we don't need to write poetry, pray, or observe the stars, but to view human history as largely irrational is to get it backwards. The problem with human history, error, the pragmatic, everyday realities of mere survival to the cold logic of global realpolitik, is that it is, in fact, ruthlessly rational. Error. Far too little space for irrational things like kindness or inspiration. Second time in a row that I'm reminded of Pratchett's Hogfather. I need to read that again for the holidays. Those who imagine that a return to a more rural, traditional form of living would be a romantic turning away from the tyranny of reason forget that there is no one more brutally rational than the farmer. It is the city that allows us to romance us the romance of the countryside. It is technology that allows us to appreciate nature. The purpose of reason, ultimately, is to build frameworks within which we can be irrational. Alright.
After we talked about science fiction, Alex gave me a book. Her favorite book, a novel called Athena. It's not exactly what I'm used to reading, but it's pretty good. And it really made me wonder how we're going to be perceived if this project works out. Are we going to be mythologized? Is Alexandra going to be this distant mythical figure instead of the real, funny, human person that she is? It's hard to imagine that we'll all have been dead for hundreds of years. Man, I'm scared. I'm really scared. I don't want to die.
Yeah. Part of why I love this game is how
the world we see around us may not always be as it appears. Some philosophers have said that we are surrounded by nothingness, merely because air is not visible to the eye. And yet one needs only to observe the wind in the trees, or to plunge one's hand into the clear waters of the Aegean, to see that air has material substance. The same applies to many other forces that shape our lives. That they seem invisible does not mean that they are absent. It only means we have not yet learned how to observe them. And yet, lately I have struggled to understand what I am seeing. This strange, insubstantial island. These machine men.
What?
This woman with a fierce voice like
What?
an Amazon. Who are they? How did I get here?
What? What? What?
Well done, 1K.
No one's gonna comment on that? No one? No one? Really?
Today, for the first time, I synthesized life. It was just a unicellular cyanobacterium, but the sheer complexity of even such a simple organism is breathtaking. Creating it from pure energy, I was filled with a sense of awe and majesty. A sense that what I was doing was sacred. It made me think about the enormous power of life. 2.5 billion years ago, these simple beings terraformed the entire planet, creating the oxygen that underlies the Earth's incredible biodiversity, wiping out thousands of other species, but making the future possible.
Hmm. 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 Wait, no. Box here. Because do 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 do. Yeah, I'm worried that my sorry. So that Stranton piece. And yes, I realize I am almost certainly mispronouncing his name. Implies that a version of him was reanimated here. Or a version of him was put into. Some kind of I don't know. It's so cool though. How it was before. From J.J. Nakalimbe's Aquaba to Antarctica. Moments of transition and revelation. My great-grandmother lived to be 108 years old, retaining her sharpness of mind to her last day. A couple of months before she died, I interviewed her for my podcast. At the end, I asked her the same question I asked every guest. What is something you wish everyone understood? She thought about it for a while, and then she said, how it was before. She tried to explain how much time she spent every single day on utterly mind-numbing activities like hauling water from the well and how radically everything changed. Their area was finally connected to the electrical grid. Before, there was no time to live, no time to be free, only work, work, work. I countered by saying that there didn't seem to be much time to live now either, but she laughed derisively. I had no idea what work really meant, she said. Young people were weak and feckless, and that's why we let corporations exploit us. Slightly unnerved by her harshness, I asked her if she missed anything about that time. Old photos, our village seemed idyllic to me, but my grandmother quashed any romantic notions I might have. The past is bad, she said with some finality. Let it be. So many thousands of generations of suffering? Even a single life full of tragedy seems outrageous and unacceptable to me. That's why we have to make it have meaning. Return to the monk. A book of annotated. Oh, fucking Christ. Hi, Eustathius. Love you. Stop doing this to me. The annotated internet comments by Eustathius too. I just think people are dumb, like relentlessly R-E-T. Yeah. Could also be fucking. Probably fucking. Relentlessly fucking stupid. Absolute fucking morons. Human history is a fucking clown show from beginning to end. The average person just a slobbering buffoon. Bumbling through life like a drunk gorilla in a fucking china shop. Breaking stuff left and right, throwing shit at the walls, and never understanding a single fucking thing that happens. 5358, I mean, just look at this. Fucking software putting asterisks where swear words would be. People are afraid of fucking words like they have magic powers, but the real world shit that is fucking ruining their lives, that's fine. Because we're too fucking dumb to do something about it. Return to Monkey, brother, we never fucking left. A curious inversion. Return to the mythical state of Monkey is usually portrayed as a material state, return to an earlier state of development. But here the author instead portrays it as a mental state that has never been surmounted. I would like to meet Uncle Eustathius one day. He sounds like someone who is always curious about everything. Founding 8. Hypatia Journal, day 421. First new human arrived today, calls himself Arcady after Chernovsky. Spirits are still dampened by the loss of Yamo, but everyone is making an effort. I feel a little sorry for him. He's still so curious, jumping at shadows and staring up in the sky at night, just like I used to. And here we are, a bunch of grouchy old humans that have seen it all and are weary and tired and sad. I wonder what he makes of it all. But be that as it may, we're making good progress in the new living area. Although Arcady will have to use Yamo's old quarters for the next few weeks. Like, part of what I find so interesting about this game is how it fundamentally grounds everything in the human. There's an old line from Star Trek that everyone's a human. Just everyone's a human. Oh wait. That goes through. Wait a sec. Aha, because it flips your orientation. It allows everything to go through. That's really useful. And really fucking clever. Like, I know I'm mostly talking about, like, narrative design, but this game's puzzle design is A++.
There you are. Good.
Oh, what's happening?
Inside this lab, there's a machine.
Yes.
As usual, I have no idea what it is. Some sort of generator, if I had to guess. When Byron got stuck in the system, it went haywire. It's currently outputting enough energy to power all of New Jerusalem twice. As you can imagine, that's causing quite a bit of interference.
Am I connecting to another data stream? I sure as fuck am.
I hope not. I think you should just be able to switch it off.
No. It's always a data stream. Ooh. Ooh. Error. Emergency shutdown. No, we... Load ATHN. Anthropy. Anthropogeny. Play. You wake up in a possible place, well, knowing nothing. Look around. You see a labyrinth of ancient crumbling walls beneath you. Beneath you is an altar of some kind, as if you were a sacrifice. The sky above you is perfectly cobalt blue, and you are startled by its beauty. Examine the altar. The altar is a place of birth and death and sleep. Is a place of birth and a place of death. You sense that blood was spilled here, and that lives are given for the life to be gained. This is how all things have come into existence, but is it how all things must continue? Cold wind blows through ruins, and you know without looking that. No, you know without knowing how that is. That it is the wind coming from the kingdom of Artemis. It is the wind that brings with it whispers of mountains, glimpsed across the stormy seas. The deep forests wreathed in fog, and the long-forgotten cities of your ancestors. There's a you see, there's a strange kind of beauty here, the beauty of decay. You must be careful not to imbibe too much. Suddenly, an echoing voice speaks to you. Emergency shutdown settings, access denied. It intones error 1C155358. This corruptible must put on incorruption. The sting of death is a sin. Fuck. Just gonna make the same choices so that error towards them. Leaving the lost children of Hephaestus behind you, you step into a vast plain under a setting sun. Night is falling now, and you can see the lights of distant fires on the slope of Olympus, but you are not ready to attend. Only once you have found all three sigils will the path to the divine flame to be opened. A path leads to the south, to the buried city, and another leads north to the garden of the Hesperides. Buried city. The buried city lies to the south. It was once a place of great wisdom. Philosophers of old strolled its walkways, debating the nature of virtue and the soul. Now the sands of the desert have claimed its streets, and even its famed temple upon a hill is slowly eroding. Search for ruins. As you walk through the avenues of a buried city looking for a sigil, you come upon a strange sight. Procession of ghostly figures, echoes of a forgotten past or of an unimagined future trapped in a moment of celebration. They are smiling, happy, at peace with the world. How do they make you feel? Happy. People once were happy here. The ghosts do not frighten you. You decide they are not echoes of the past, but signs of a future yet to come. Walking amongst the ghosts, you come upon a fragment bearing the sigil of an owl. You reach down and take it, and as you do, errors. You have gained a sigil. Journey to the Hesperides. Your journey is interrupted by a frightful burned figure standing alone in the sands of the desert. Access denied, it screams. Error code. Flee. The nymphs lead you to a place where the crown of a brass tree seems to grow together, forming a kind of chamber strangely reminiscent of a tapple. Ask the nymphs about the apple, take the apple. Ask the nymphs about their father. Some say that Heracles, when he freed our father Atlas from his burden, did not do so by taking his place, but by showing him that the celestial spheres did not need to be held up by anyone. Neither Titan, god, nor mortal. Then Atlas sat upon his mountain, gazing upon the stars, and wept. Ask about the apple. The apple, they said in unison, confers a gift of deathlessness and true wisdom. Many heroes and not a few villains have come to claim it, but all have faltered in the final step. For you must know that deathlessness reveals the mortality of a world, and true wisdom is its unending folly. Who would take that burden upon themselves? Say that you are strong enough to bear it. Offer to trade a part of yourself for the apple. I have knowledge sacrifice. My name, my heart, my shadow, my Ka, and my Ba. I give up my name. Journey to Olympus. Her golden wings are shadow cast. Initiate emergency shutdown. No, you must not do this, Pandora commands you. I have stopped you for a reason. If you complete your quest and ascend Olympus, everything will burn. Point out that Pandora is destabilizing the whole system. Then she sighs. You speak the truth, creature of clay. Even I cannot use the flame wisely.
The flame is not yours to wield, creature of clay. Touch it, and you will burn.
I'm not trying. What? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. I'm very negative excited about that puzzle component. That's gonna be a fucking bitch, actually.
You know, dealing with this hyper-advanced technology is quite challenging enough without the place also being bloody haunted.
Did you figure out anything else about the generator?
When I said it was outputting enough energy for 2 New Jerusalems, I wasn't kidding. It really was. And no emissions of any kind. I'd have to run more tests, but it seems like a perfect power source.
But it was going, in your words, bananas.
True, but that was user error.
There will always be user error.
I think I could idiot-proof this thing. But I do take your point. Pellegrino once almost killed himself with a bucket.
God, this game has such good writing. Wait. I know. finger gun. Alright. Run, 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 run. Oh, fuck you. Come back here. Come back here. Oh wow, I moved far. Oh, you bastard man. You bastard man. Alright. Tire out, you little jerk. Oh, you fucker. And up you go, give me star.
You must yearn for a better world. Yearn for it with such intensity that your heart suffers. Keep your eyes on that distant vision even when you know that you may never reach it.
Yeah, hope. Huh. Huh. Okay. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. Wait a sec. No. Hmm. Oh, fuck me. I always forget that some fans are movable. Because so many, in this game at least, aren't. That when a puzzle requires that trick, I'm like, I don't know. Turn this off. There we go. That one took me a while.
An excellent solution.
Also, have I mentioned that Scranton clip really fucking disturbed me? Oh. Okay, thanks, game. You come with me. And get this. Bing bong. Alright, so that's all the puzzles solved. And all the stars found. And 2 flames. So let's go see... Calling it now Prometheus. Because we got Pandora in the lab. Alright, all the way to the front. Alright, let's go one step back. I think this is the longest I've been on a bridge puzzle since, like, the start of the game. Oh, this is new. An actual structure. It's not just a single room where I get a question lobbed at me that I fail. Cool. Also, this gives it a very different visual vibe. Oh, I like this.
The philosopher Straton of Stagira had little respect for the gods.
Yes.
And instead placed his faith in Prometheus. Driven by hubris, he asked questions that must not be asked, and revealed secrets that should have remained hidden. It is said that for these offenses, he was put to death by the people of his city. Can you see the folly of his actions?
There is no folly in pursuing truth. It was only his methods that were a mistake. His folly was not his. It was with the people who acted foolishly.
Yet he was the one who broke their laws. Why do you judge them and not him?
Because the truth is the only thing the future can.
You see this? And yet entire empires have been built on dreams, lies, and illusions.
Yeah. That's actually a really good rebuttal. And where are those empires now? And they would have been better built on a foundation of truth. Some dreams are truth.
Then perhaps the truth can be found in places where Straton would never seek it. Consider this as you approach the flame.
Well, that was surprisingly calm, given given how aggressive Pandora has been elsewhere. I didn't think she'd even want to talk to you.
I've toyed with the idea that the entities might be epiphenomenal in some way. Instead of causing the changes in the system, maybe they just respond to them.
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Epiphenomenology. Ooh. I like that a lot. Alright, let's... UI bugs. Nope, so...
I remember when I was quite young, I was having trouble figuring out what I wanted to do. I wanted to see the outside world, but even back then, that wasn't really encouraged. I ran into Byron on Jameson Avenue, completely by accident. And I was too nervous to talk to him. I mean, he was one of the first companions. But he noticed me, and we started talking, and he was really encouraging. Introduced me to Garrus, and took me along on an expedition to the quarries in the mountains. Whatever flaws he may have, Byron cares about people. He changed my life.
Yep. That's Byron in a nutshell.
Ooh.
So, here it looks like there should be an anti-gravity elevator, but it's locked down. I'll need you to connect to the data stream again. I'm really sorry, 1K. I know it's a big risk. I wish this technology wasn't so bloody unstable.
Have you seen Miranda's design for a transport system that would connect all the labs to the machine?
It's amazing, isn't it? I think she's really excited about showing this place to people one day. She also kept asking me about what kind of monuments we could build, you know? To really transform the landscape, show the possibilities.
But her capsules only fit one person.
It's just the first iteration. Give her some time. She'll figure it out. Remember how many mistakes we made in the beginning, even with all the blueprints we had?
But that's not my point. It just worries me that she lacks context. Her imagination is incredible, but it's still limited by what she hasn't experienced.
Would it have been better if she'd been raised in New Jerusalem? If her mind was limited by self-hate and decay? If all she could imagine was sitting around ignoring the universe in favor of self-righteous solipsism?
No, but... I don't know.
Sorry. You're not wrong. We can't stay hidden forever.
I'm not a fan of this puzzle. Is there something I'm missing here, maybe? So, I don't actually know. So, Oh. Because then it's boop, boop, boop. This can be boop, boop, boop. Not confusing at all. Right. My ability to remember clockwise and counterclockwise is going to kill me here. How big is this map?
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets in my ball bearings.
Game. Did you just quote Attack of the Clones? Game. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. This is too far. And it's not making me turn around. Seems to be a wall. We're just making like 16th, 15th century Europeans and we're going west. And we're really hoping that India's somewhere nearby. Woo! Sub-ocean! My body fell through a sub-ocean and into a featureless sky. I can't stop the camera's rotation. Wait, what if it won't let me die? Alright. Fuck that. I wonder if it was supposed to be a turn back zone somewhere. Ooh. Nope. No, no, no. Give. Bah. Oh. Thought I would get a story. It's never a story when you really want it to be a story, which is always, oh, it's a gold door. Now and I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more, just to see the map fall in front of me, so I can fall suddenly to my death. What?
There are entirely too many strange things going on around here.
What? Error. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, because that Tyrus hath said against Jerusalem, Aha, she is broken, that was the gates of the people. She is turned unto me, I shall be replenished, now she is laid waste. Therefore thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Tyrus, and will cause many nations to come up against thee, as the sea causeth his waves to come up, and they shall destroy the walls of Tyrus, and break down her towers. I will also scrape her dust from her, and make her like the top of a rock. It shall be a place for the spreading of nets in the midst of the sea, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God. And it shall become a spoil to the nations, and her daughters which are in the field shall be slain by the sword, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Faith. Perhaps faith is neither choice nor submission. Perhaps faith is a demand. For our pain to have meaning, for the stories of a world to rhyme, for a world designed by a loving hand. Perhaps I believe with defiance in the forgiveness of all sins, in the kingdom of God on earth, and even the resurrection of the dead. I will believe with clenched fists and gritted teeth, and prayers that refuse to be gentle. Noema Project 10. Progress notes. Unauthorized trial at secondary site. Catastrophic failure. She's gone. What?
It's over. We failed. Everything we thought we were doing. It's all ashes now.
I don't think you really believe that.
She's gone, Cornelius. She's gone because I failed her. She's gone because the machine that I built killed her. She was perfect. And now, she's nothing.
I know you don't want to hear this. I know you want her to be perfect, to be blameless. But you didn't kill her, Athena. She killed herself. She killed herself because she was reckless, because she was naive, and frankly, because she was a little arrogant, too.
She was reckless because I filled her head with dreams. Dreams of the future. Of a better world. A world that nobody wants.
No, it's not the dreams that killed her. It's that we brought her here. It's that we tried to build all this outside the city. We raised her without people, without society. The wilderness is for prophets, Athena, not for children. We should have stayed. Fought for our ideas.
It's too late now. It's too late.
So this is the secondary site that blew up. Hey, buddy. Feeling a little sad?
They lost their daughter. Right here in this ruin, Cornelius and Athena lost their daughter. Miranda's dead. So even the founder doesn't have perfect control over this technology. Even the founder makes mistakes. Byron was right in a way. We turned the founder into something she never was. She was never perfect. She was never infallible. No one is. Listen, I understand why you and Byron see so much hope in this technology. You want us to be better, to grow. But what if it all goes wrong? If even the founder couldn't get it right, what hope do we have?
Nothing's forcing us to make mistakes in the past. Mistakes will happen, but bad things happen no matter what we do.
But what if one mistake is enough? One mistake was enough to kill Miranda. And the energy readings from inside the megastructure are insane. What if we try to use it and blow a hole in the planet?
That's catastrophist thinking. People only ever have these phobias about new things, but all our established technologies have their dangers. If we only ever considered the worst case scenario, we'd do nothing and then still die. The universe is inherently dangerous. A major natural disaster is always coming our way. Need to have faith, don't. Nope. That's what precautions are for. We do things carefully. The planet will be fine in the long run. You're right. It's what precautions are for.
Don't you think the founder took precautions?
That
Human history
cliff
is full of disasters.
literally
Do you think
showed.
they're all down to carelessness? Not arrogance? Not hubris? Just a lack of precautions?
Ideas like hubris absolve us of responsibility. Some disasters were unavoidable, but we can learn from those too.
So basically, you think all of human history is just one long learning experience? Even this?
Isn't that the whole point? It's our duty to make it one.
I never thought about it that way. You're right. All I can see is how we keep repeating the same mistakes. But if we just give up, then none of it had a point. Then all that suffering was for nothing. Miranda's death was for nothing. Anyway, thanks for talking to me. The truth is, lately, I sometimes feel kind of lost. The universe is vast and threatening. History is depressing, and I need something to hold on to. Something other than fear. I have to figure out what that is.
You're welcome. Fear is a powerful motivator. It's the mind killer. The little death that brings.
Okay. The elevator should be working now. And Yakut, I'm sorry about Miranda. I know you're looking forward to meeting her.
We've already met her. She's Pandora. Actually, no, she's probably the Sphinx. Oh. Sorry, what? Oh. awesome. Clockwise. Woohoo! A win! In. Grab. Clockwise. Fuck! All the way around. No, fuck. Ding.
She's remarkable, isn't she? She sees so much beauty in everything.
She is, you're right. But I'm not sure she doesn't see too much beauty.
Is it wrong to be delighted by the perfection of the universe? To look at what surrounds us and experience awe instead of just fear?
No, but to call it perfection implies a kind of moral value that it doesn't have. The universe is cold, Athena. It doesn't care about us, or about life, or civilization. It fundamentally cannot care. But Miranda seems to think it's almost benevolent, purposeful.
You're right. But have you considered that maybe she sees something we can't see? A step ahead? You know, Cornelius, if we succeed, the next generation will not be like us. They might see the world in ways we never could have.
They're trying to recreate biological
Maybe she's
humans.
the first sign of that.
I hope so. I really do, Athena.
Oh,
You know that I love her, and I am perpetually amazed that this being we created that came solely from our minds is so profoundly different and unique. That does strike me as a kind of miracle. But it's also a huge responsibility, and I worry about our choices.
It is easy to speak of one's principles when the world is at peace, and there is no price to pay for thoughts that stray from what is permitted. But when times grow hard, and even ordinary men are filled with mindless anger, when the face of the enemy is suddenly known to every virtuous citizen, and to question the virtuous is to be likened to Ephialtes, when every hoary old superstition suddenly springs back to life as if it had never been defeated, and all the work of the philosophers seems to have been for naught, then one may discover what one truly believes.
Alright, so this one's, the puzzles are moving platforms. What? lot of these puzzles are fucking huge. Like, utterly fucking massive. Okay. Alright. Alright, all my things just turned off. And I don't know what the fuck is happening anymore. Wait. Wait, no. I know what I'm doing now. Yep. Alright. Alright. If I'm right, so they're never oriented north to north. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. That definitely looks like it's on some kind of gear. Ah. Oh, this I actually have no idea. Okay. How? Okay. Alright, so it's you to you. Which should take over. There we go. Alright, now this one's fully redundant. And oh god, this is a headache inducer. Oh god, I hate that puzzle. That one puts my head in a vice. Alright. And I don't actually see how this could connect to anything. Alright. So we are instead looking for switches. That's needlessly cruel. Which means it's probably this one, which means it should be Okay, cool. Alright, did you have a green? Or I mean to make green. No. So it's probably a lower puzzle that you shine up. What? What? Oh, my camera's back to being off from the jam. And welcome to the jam. Alright. So now it's too far a fall. But when I did this back in the frozen level, in the north, then it was fine. Probably an elevator down in here. Yes. Alright. And same side near the center. Okay. From selected archive documents. Vidodo. Extinct because of Homo sapiens. Stellar sea cow. Homo sapiens. What do you think will happen to them? It's time for this madness to stop. A shameful list, and yet we are the only species that would ever make such a list and feel bad about it. Because extinction is normal in nature, a common side effect of evolution? Exactly. What I want you to think about is this. Is natural extinction less tragic? Should we be less opposed to it? Where is the difference, and if there is one at all?
Man, this sucks. It's one thing hearing about the symptoms, it is another totally to experience them. I feel like an insect trapped in resin, slowly congealing. I can keep working for a while, though. There's still a bunch of critical tasks. I don't know what I'll do when I'm done. A lot of people have gone home, but Alexandra's still here. I don't think she's left even once, not even when her best friend died. We chatted a bit yesterday. She likes peanut ice cream. Not pistachio. Peanut. Well, at least we can agree that strawberry is an abomination.
There's my jam. No, controls is it? Ah, fuck. might have just soft locked this. There we go. Yeah, now that it's these puzzles are not go clockwise or go counterclockwise. And my brain is like, which one of those is which? Alright. Da 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 da. Boop, boop, boop. Up, up, up. And a step. Fuck.
Having a friend like Byron is a rare blessing. Someone who listens to you, who disagrees, but still appreciates your thoughts. The more we explore this island, the more convinced I become that he was wrong. And the megastructure is a threat to all of us. But without people like him, I'm not sure New Jerusalem is worth saving.
Wrong one. Huh. Huh. Let's explore the ground a bit. Huh. Wait a sec. Fuck me.
included.
Alright. So, if I rotate one, blue will be on the inside. Red will be there, which means I need something here to potentially grab a red. Wrong direction. Yeah, these fucking things give me a headache. Alright. Alright, so go here. Oh. Da 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 da. Alright. Rotation puzzles. My enemy. But no idea how I get a green out of here. Alright. I'm actually stuck on this. Alright. I'm actually gonna stop and get some work done today. Alright. Have a nice night out. Day, night, period of time, everyone. Great, we're at Abyss. Okay. Tab. Stop streaming.